So we've had probably 18 months to kind of putz around, do whatever with our bags, play with our positions. And realistically, SHIB price, we've been able to get very cheap, right? It's basically been within a 2x of where we're at currently. But the time for games has ended. All right. We have, in fact, run out of time to play these games. What we're seeing in the charts right now is we obviously experienced just a big correction off of this spot Bitcoin ETF launch. We obviously know FTX has been selling, and we've been just absorbing a lot of this BTC liquidation in the market. Now, what is happening though is eventually that runs out and you start to get a bounce. Now, what we're experiencing right now, when we look at the SHIB charts, is a bit of a bounce. You can obviously see that big wick down that we had yesterday, creating a dragonfly doji candle. We're starting to move to the upside here. And we're going to do one of two things. Now, I talk about this more in my ADA video coming later, but right now, SHIB is doing the same thing that basically every other chart is doing. We're approaching this 20 and 50-day moving average. We are either going to flip and get rejected here, or we're going to blow through and move to the upside. And this exaggerated move we've been talking about SHIB, or talking about for SHIB basically since the 10th, all right, may in fact play out. And the reason why I say that the time for games is over is look how close the Bitcoin halving is. That's really not that far away. We're under 100 days away from the Bitcoin halving, guys. They say 88 days right now. Once we really get close to that point, excitement starts to build. Charts start to move. If you look at what has happened historically, there's always been a run up before the halving. It's a question of how high we go, how sustainable it is, and what happens post halving. Typically, we're going to have a little bit of a correction. All right. Now, if SHIB gets going and there's excitement that builds in the market and BTC starts running, and even if we get further good news from burns or developments within the SHIB ecosystem or things like that, right? There is some excitement that can build and move prices even further. And I'll remind people that SHIB has this thick box of liquidity. All right. If you guys look back, this is basically where we've lived for most of this bear market cycle. Okay. If you extend back here, even all the way back into 2022, this is where SHIB has spent a lot of time. And it's because this is where the most SHIB is available in the market. This is where it's artificially suppressing price. All right, guys. It's the reason why when we look at these charts, this chart here too, you can see it basically bounces right off of there before it's extended move to the upside. The time to putz around is over. All right. Because when SHIB does make this move and finally breaks out of this box and doesn't come back to it, all bets are off. Charts can go absolutely wild. Now, as always, this is not financial advice. There's no guarantee that when or if this will happen, right? But when things get going and we get into much better times post halving as well, it would not be surprised me if we never see these prices again. So people can do with that information what they will. This is not financial advice. It's not what it's intended to be. But I want people to understand that the game time is over. All right. We're now getting into crunch time. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Show your support below. Let me know your thoughts. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.